Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got something a little different on the channel today for you. Usually once a month I do a channel update, which gives a little bit of behind the scenes for the people who support me on what's going on, what's coming up, some of the things I've been looking at, where the channel is going to go next. But I wanted to do that for everybody today because, well, I've got some really big news that's going to change everything quite a bit here. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. Pretty exciting. So I have been given the opportunity to finally kind of move to doing this full time. I've been doing this kind of alongside a normal job this whole time, which has really made it very challenging, but very exciting. And I've been given the opportunity to move to doing this full time because I will now be working with the Blaze. Blaze Media has brought me on, so I'm going to be working with them. I'll be writing for them. I'll be doing kind of a show, the podcast, and everything, as well as kind of the normal videos that you're used to seeing on the channel here. And so like I said, very exciting, very big opportunity. I'm extremely grateful for them, kind of giving me that chance to finally make this move to kind of a full-time thing, be able to do what I've been doing, but give it my full effort instead of just trying to squeeze it in between work and family and everything else, all my other obligations. So really exciting to finally be able to kind of make that change. So that said, kind of what can you expect, right? Kind of a big shift. So what can you expect on the channel going forward if this is now going to be kind of like my full-time job and, going to be working with the Blaze and everything? Well, kind of up front, not a whole lot is going to change. I mean, the good news is, don't worry, all my stuff isn't going to just like actually disappear behind a paywall or something. Actually, it's much better. Even more of my stuff will be coming out, and it'll be accessible to all you guys. So don't expect any huge changes up front. We're going to kind of slowly be working things forward as we go. So you're not going to see, all your favorite, people will be here, all your favorite co-hosts. Yeah, don't worry. You'll still see people like American Ostracon and the Prudentialist and all those people who you love and are used to seeing. I'll still be doing interviews. We'll still be doing news roundups. I'll still be kind of doing the longer explanation kind of video type essay videos. So you're going to see a lot of that stuff. A lot of that will stay the same. Hopefully, you're going to see the production improve here. I'll get better equipment with the Blaze and everything. They'll be helping me out in the back end so that, as you guys have probably figured out, production was never my strong suit. So I'll be paired with some professionals who really know what they're doing and they can polish some things up and help me out. But at the same time, don't worry, we'll still be doing live streams. I'll still be taking super chats, all that kind of stuff. So don't worry, we're still going to be interacting. None of that stuff is going away. I'll just have people who are going to help me clean this up and figure some of this out so that it's a little more professional, a little tighter package for you guys. You can finally not have me fumbling through my terrible editing skills quite as badly, that kind of thing. So that'll hopefully be an improvement overall. You might notice me going back to some stuff. We might be, so bear with me for a little bit. There might be a little bit of repetition as I kind of bring some of the classic stuff kind of up to date, maybe with some better production values. Might redo some of those early videos that are kind of core at explaining things, but do them kind of with a better setup so that things are an improvement there. But like I said, for the most part, you're not going to see a bunch of huge changes at the beginning, but we will, have some more professionalism, and they're going to start transitioning a lot of what I do over to podcasts. So you'll have a more professional. I know people who were following on the Substack were kind of getting the audio only as kind of a bonus for subscribing there. But now that's going to be available to everybody is the good news. So everybody will have the option of being able to kind of, just put this on the background while you're mowing the lawn or working out or, playing a video game or whatever. And so that will be something that's available to everyone going forward here as they kind of convert all that stuff over to a podcast format as well. So you'll continue to see a number. In fact, you'll see probably a good increase in the number of times I'm able to upload to the channel. now that this will be kind of a full-time thing. So that'll be great for people who are enjoying that. And like I said, you should see all the same kind of videos. It's it's going to be in the similar vein. It's just going to be a slightly better production. It's going to, you're better editing. There'll be some graphics, you'll get the actual podcast, a more professional podcast feed, that kind of thing regularly coming out. So that'll all be good. So what else is going to change? Well, I'll be writing for the Blaze as well, so you'll get at least an article, probably more, a week over there. And so you'll be getting the kind of stuff that I was doing exclusively at my Substack will be over at the Blaze now. So that'll be a place for you to go, and if you want to catch that. And like I said, all this stuff is going to be, none of it's behind a paywall, so you'll still be able to catch my articles, my pieces as they come out, that kind of thing, no problem. So I'll be writing for the Blaze over there. There'll be the regular podcast / YouTube uploads, that kind of thing. So a lot of that stuff will be very similar. It'll just be far more regular. It'll be far less time in between pieces or uploads. I'll actually have time to dedicate to doing all this stuff. I won't have to just scramble home and try to get that done after work or in between family stuff. So that'll be a huge change. That'll be very nice. So what does this mean for people who are already on the Substack? Hey, I already subscribed to the Substack. I was looking forward to the Total State book. What's up with that? So the good news is that what the Blaze has done is they're just going to turn my Substack free. So if you are already a subscriber, the good news is you're still going to get all the content you're going to get anyway. I'll still be coming out with those book chapters as promised. I mean, they are rough draft chapters. Remember, there will be a Total State physical book here at the end, and it will be different because it'll be, the final edited complete version. But you will get all the rough draft chapters of the Total State as promised. So don't worry if you are already subscribed to that. If you're already supporting that way, then don't worry. You're going to get everything you were promised when that came out. So that's still going to be coming out on the Substack. And of course, the Blaze, I'm sure, will be linking to it, that kind of thing. So you'll be able to read the articles at theblaze.com. You'll be able to read the chapters for the book at the Substack for the Total State. So you're still going to get all that stuff. Don't worry about it. If you're doing that, that way you'll still get everything that you were plugged in for, that you had kind of committed for. So I'm still going to be doing all that stuff that I told you I was going to be doing. Now, for the behind the scenes videos, they do those with the Blaze. So if you want to catch that kind of stuff, I think that's pretty much going to be like the only thing that would be behind a paywall with the Blaze. But the great news is the Blaze is going to give me a code that I can give to all of my Substack supporters and to all of my Subscribestar supporters. So if I am going to be closing the Subscribestar, because you guys have been amazing, you've been supporting me and made this possible, you've made it feasible to kind of move this direction. But obviously now that I'm working with the Blaze, that it would be weird for me to keep the Subscribestar open. We want everything to be accessible to you guys, and like I said, they're not really going to put almost anything I'm doing behind a paywall here when we get started. So but that'll give you that opportunity with the code to be able to catch things like the behind the scenes video that you were getting before as a Subscribestar supporter. So whether you were supporting on Substack or you're supporting on Subscribestar, you'll still basically have access to kind of all the things that you were getting before, either completely free or as part of one of the Blaze TV subscribers. And like I said, they're going to give me a really good code, so you guys will be able to plug into that, no problem. You'll be able to catch all my content no matter where it ends up. So if you are supporting me that way, again, don't worry. Hold on. I'm gonna shut that stuff down slowly because I want to make sure that you guys get the codes that you'll be able to make that transition though. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on your inboxes for those codes. And I'll make sure that kind of like I said, when I transition the the Substack over to free and I kind of close down the Subscribestar, I still want to make sure everybody gets all that stuff. So I'll make sure that goes out very quickly here soon so that you guys can be completely plugged in as we kind of make that transition. So that's kind of the big news. Like I said, the what does it mean short term? Not a whole lot, just a lot more content will be coming out, as I'll have the opportunity to kind of be on full time. I'll be able to put out way more videos. I'll be able to write more articles, be able to work on all that stuff and give it my full attention, my full effort, that kind of thing. But you should really expect to see kind of the same stuff coming out, just in a higher volume and kind of a more professional package here. And then as things move forward, like I said, they're going to help me kind of upgrade everything I'm working with, cameras and microphones and editing and all that kind of stuff. And so you might see new segments drop in. I might be able to do more because I'll have that opportunity to, again, dedicate more time to research, dedicate more time to writing, dedicate more time to production, and actually have, kind of professional assets and the people who are able to help me kind of smooth that stuff out and give you guys, something a little better here as we move forward. So very exciting time. Like I said, I just want to say thank you so much to so many of you. I remember I still see people who were here from when I had 100 subscribers who still jump into the comments and they are debating things when we're in the streams and everything like that. It's so encouraging that you guys have kind of been here the whole time. And it's just amazing that I'm going to be able to do this full time. I could have never imagined this a couple of years ago when I started the channel, that this could be my job. It's still surreal. It's still, kind of sinking in as for all the amazing things I've been able to do and the people I've been able to meet and the kind of the reach that this has ended up having. It's still wild. Like it's still kind of settling in that this is going to be a real thing that I get to do and focus on and make my living. So I really can't thank you guys enough, and especially to people who are supporting me. I mean, it made it so much easier to be able to kind of justify what I was doing, to see a way forward to this actually being a career, to kind of upgrade and update everything so that was putting out a more and more professional product. And just to be able to connect with you guys. I've just gotten so many kind messages, people reaching out to me, asking me about different things or sharing parts of their lives. I've got to sit down and talk on Discord with some of you guys, supporters and that kind of thing. And just hearing about the things that are happening for you is really great. This is the thing about YouTube that you don't maybe realize when you get started is, you're like, oh, it's just a place that I put videos, right? But it really does become a community. It really does. You see the same people every week. They're commenting on things. You're talking during the streams. You're taking chats. You see the back and forth from different people, and you get to meet all these people that you've seen, that you've had discussions on, that you've always wanted to talk to online. It's been a wild opportunity, and you guys have been incredibly supportive the entire way, and I'm so grateful for that. And like I said, we're still going to be doing a lot of what we were doing before. It's not going to look all that different right away. You're still going to have all your favorite people showing up on the streams, being guest commentators. We'll still, get the community together and kind of have, hopefully I'll be able to do one of those like holiday streams with Christmas and everything like I've done before that people really seem to enjoy. So you're still going to see that kind of stuff. It's still all going to be happening here. It's just going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be more often. And I'm really excited to be able to do this. I'm so grateful for you guys for making this a possibility. I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. But it's a dream come true. I really appreciate it. It's amazing. And so I'm really excited for what's going to be coming next. I think you guys are really, going to appreciate, hopefully, kind of the effort we'll be putting in here, full steam ahead. I really, again, thankful for the Blaze for making this possible. And as always, guys, I'll talk to you next time.